Leil Pesach 2020 will be a Pesach I will never forget. I live on the corner of Dowdy Boulevard and Central Avenue in the Five Towns. We're only a couple of minutes from hospitals in every direction. The streets were quiet, not because it was Pesach. It was quiet because it was COVID. And COVID was running through the world. Everybody was shut down. People couldn't spend Pesach with their relatives, whether they lived a couple of blocks from each other or whether they lived a plane ride away. They wanted to try to lock down the spread. So here we are. It's a warm evening. We have the windows open. And every 10 minutes at best, we heard an emergency vehicle going by. We live in this major intersection, crossroads to the whole Long Island, Five Towns area. And we just kept hearing it over and over and over again. And when we hit the point of all the makas, and then specifically on makas b'choros, it just felt like this darkness was going over everywhere and anywhere, and we could all feel it. See, this point in the Chumash, at the end of Parshas Bo, is at the moments where Klal Yisrael, Bnei Yisrael, are about to leave Mitzrayim. And here we are at that last moment, the moment between the darkness of Choshech and the Makkah that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to perform himself, which is that of Makas B'choros. And Bnei Yisrael is there. And the intensity is overwhelming because HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted to get Klal Yisrael out of Mitzrayim. And so he took away the straw. He had power to remove it. He had the work even come down, compound on harder and harder. And they were breaking from the difficulties. This was a dark time during an extremely dark time. This was the darkest of the darks. And we just came off of Choshech. And we weren't experiencing it, but we saw the parallel there. We saw it, we felt it. This was the darkest of times. And what happens? It's like Noach in the Teva. That kind of darkness. And at that point is exactly when HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to bring a little bit of light into Klal Yisrael for all eternity. He wants to say, right now in that darkest of times, I'm going to give you a mitzvah here in the land of Mitzrayim called Rosh Chodesh. I'm going to go ahead in the darkest point of the month when there's no Levana. It's just starting to come out. I want you to go out there and connect to me and connect to who I am in the Shemayim. So HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us this mitzvah, HaChodesh Hazeh Lachem, to you. I want to go ahead and connect. And what does it do? That brings light into a dark sky, that new Levana, as we watch it getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Rav Moshe Feinstein says this moment during the Levana coming out of Rosh Chodesh changed the whole perspective of Klal Yisrael. Now we have only a couple of weeks until we're going to be having the Yetzias Mitzrayim. The Geula is coming. And I feel connected there. My anxiety washes away. My emunah shoots up. This is what Bnei Yisrael was feeling that night when Rosh Chodesh was being upon us. That's what Rav Moshe says. The Gemara in Sanhedrin says something fascinating. Talks about this moment as well. Rav Yochanan goes ahead and he says the following regarding the mitzvah of Kiddush Levana. He says, anyone who does Kiddush Levana Bizmana, it's as if he's sitting and being makabel b'pnei Shechina. He's there face to face with the Rabbanu Shalom. He's there connecting directly with him. That's where that emunah is coming from. That's where the anxiety is being removed from, says Rav Moshe. That's that connection to Levana. And that is why we stand during Kiddush Levana. Because we're standing in front of the Rabbanu Shalom. We're standing in front of Kadosh Baruch Hu. The shailos and the tshuvas of Rav Menachem Azariah, he says the following. Traditionally, that we go ahead and we say Kiddush Levana on Motzei Shabbos or Motzei Yom Tov. Why is that? That's why we do it. The reason for doing that is that we are connecting at that moment where we had a whole day or 2 days to prepare ourselves for this moment of connecting and being makabel b'nei Shechina. There can't be a better hachana than an entire Shabbos, an entire Yontif to be ready to meet up with the Rabbanu Shalom. He says that's why we go ahead, because we're going Michael El Chayil to go there. When we turn around, us as our NCSY staff, and we realize that our kids are going through their own darknesses, that it's us, when they see us, when they see their Rebbe, when they see their Mora, And they get so excited because in the middle of all this crazy darkness that they're living in, they get to be makabel pnei Shechina themselves, and that's you. That's the work that we do in MCSY. I only give you the biggest yasher koach. I want to give you mechazik you to go ahead and just keep going out there and being the ray of moonlight for your children, your students in the midst of this darkness. Mitzvah Hashem, we should all go ahead, L'shana haba b'Yerushalayim, and we should connect in Eretz Yisrael. Amen.